Welcome to your most educative and enlightening program, 1,000 Ways to Stay Healthy and Live Longer, aka your COVID-19 Personal Preventive Measures, a program where we give you home tips on how to stay healthy so you can live longer. Today on 1,000 Ways to Stay Healthy and Live Longer, we are talking health benefits of drinking warm water, especially first thing in the morning. Fact you must know about drinking warm water. Water is an essential nutrient and plays a key role in the human body. We can survive up to several weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Every system in the body, from the cells and tissues to vital organs, requires water to function adequately. You are watching 1,000 Ways to Stay Healthy and Live Longer, aka your COVID-19 Personal Preventive Measures. We give you home tips on how to stay healthy and live longer. Did you know that water carries nutrients to all cells in our body and oxygen to our brain? Did you know that water allows the body to absorb and assimilate minerals, vitamins, amino acid, glucose, and other substances? Did you know that every day we are constantly losing water from our bodies through breathing, sweating, and the release of urine? So, you didn't know all this? Now you know. The information is at your fingertips. Make the best of it. We will be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You are watching 1,000 Ways to Stay Healthy and Live Longer, aka your COVID-19 Personal Preventive Measure, a program that gives you home tips on how to stay healthy so you can live longer. Health benefits of drinking warm water. It improves blood circulation. Accumulated deposits in the nervous system are eliminated when you drink water, especially warm water. This process helps flush out toxins from the body throughout the day, which in turn aids blood circulation. It improves digestion. If you drink warm water in the morning, it will stimulate your digestive system and help your body to better digest foods throughout the day. It aids constipation. Many of you have experienced the uncomfortable and irritating effects of constipation. These common stomach problems occurs when one has little or no bowel movement. Often, the cause is a lack of water in the body. If you begin your morning by drinking warm water, it can help improve your bowel movements, thus reducing the effects of constipation. It prevents premature aging. Nobody wants to age prematurely. However, the presence of toxins in the body can make premature aging a reality. When our body accumulates toxins, it becomes prone to illness and aging. Warm water can help cleanse the body from such toxins, help repair skin cells, and keep your skin looking younger and make you live longer. It helps with weight loss. You may be trying to lose weight and have heard that drinking a glass of warm water in the morning can be helpful. This is correct. Warm water increases your body temperature, which in turn increases your metabolic rate. An increase in metabolic activity gives the body the ability to burn more calories throughout the day. Obesity and excessive body fat can harm you. Being overweight makes you more prone to kidney cancer. It is advisable to lose a few kilos to ensure the proper functioning of your kidneys.
So there are certain food, like if we go to the basics, certain food stuff have been, have per gram of those foodstuffs have been seen to release so much kilocalories. There's what we call the 494, 4 representing what is seen in carbohydrates, 9 representing what is seen in fats, and the other 4 representing what is seen in protein. Per gram breakdown, how many calories that is released per any of those food items. Now, it has been shown that excess accumulation of carbohydrates and fats, especially in a situation whereby the person, the patient in this case, has little or no physical activity, and then there is increased consumption of those food items, that easily results to obesity. Right. But that is actually the other cause of obesity. Right. We will actually get to find out later. Right. But basically, it has to come with dietary intake. So when we talk about carbohydrates, we're talking about things like our regular cassava, whatever form it may come, either as apple or gari, eba, and so on and so forth. We also talk about semovita, we're talking about wheat. These are all carbohydrates. We're also talking about yam, we're talking about rice, we're talking about maize, we're talking about potatoes, okay, and so on and so forth. Those are actually carbohydrates. Okay. Now you're talking about fats. You're also looking at fats and oils. You're looking at all those all those oils you use to cook, vegetable oil and so on and so forth. Fats from animal fats, plant fats, granules you eat, and so on and so forth. In other words, if you consume more and you do not remove, you tend to accumulate the balance, and that obesity results. So that's why I will not want to put a point. I will not want to put, because even when you say take a little quantity of such food item and you still do not get rid of it, either by one way or the other, obesity can technically result in such a person.
Oh, Steph! How far now?
I did.
Okay, where did they go like this?
They go patio. My friend.
Hey, okay. Hi.
Cab.
Okay. All right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. No problem. Wanna stop? Wait. Wanna wait first. I beg, Steph, where your marks? Where am now?
We don't need face mask now.
Plus I go dey front and then 2 of them go dey back.
And na social distancing be that now. Me sef I dey wash my hand when we are doing with soap and water.
What did they delay me now? I think say they forget something for house. Now because of face mask, it does stop us.
My brother, this matter don't reach make I stop you now. This face mask issue not be small matter again, no. Now for una own good. As una dey wash una hand with soap and water well. E also good as una be two for the back of the motor, one person come sit down for front. That is social distancing. But e go better pass make una dey wear una face mask anytime when una dey comot from house dey go somewhere. None of una get face mask for inside bag. My brother, abeg bring face mask for me. Okay, how much say you dey sell am?
100 naira.
Abeg wear am. Take. Wear am. Wear, take. Oh yeah. My brother, abeg take your own.
Which kind of thing be this one? I know they wear this kind of thing. I be masquerade.
The masquerade matter we dey talk now. Okay, make I ask you question. You get family or people for house wey you love and dem love you?
One go get, I get. I love them, they love me.
Even if you no like to dey wear this face mask, abeg make you dey wear am because of those people wey love you and because of the people wey you love. Okay, make I ask you, these people wey dey inside this motor wey you wan carry so, na because you no love them, because they no be your family member?
Even if they are not my family member, I love them.
Wear am for the sake of love, abeg my brother, abeg.
No problem. I will wear them.
Okay. Thank you.
Give me two. So that I will wear them tomorrow.
Do am for love, wear am for love.
Drinking water generally is very good for healthy living because the body mass is about 70% of it is made up of water. Therefore, we need to take in water to maintain the physiological balance, equilibrium of the body. And then it's always advisable to drink hot water, warm water, than drinking cold water. I know people have the habits of sometimes, even when they're eating, they feel like taking chill drink, there's cold water or water lower than the temperature it should be. It's not the best. Yes, it's always encouraged to take warm water because of the health benefits. Warm water helps one to, it can be helpful in clearing even our system. Perhaps when you wake up in the morning, because some people are encouraged that when you wake up in the morning, take warm water before even brushing your teeth. And when you take warm water early in the morning, it can help you. Some people who have difficulty in going to the toilet, it can kind of push down whatever it is into the system, activate the system. Then before you know, you feel like going to ease yourself, and that helps to cleanse your body. And some people too can also have difficulty in digestion. When you're taking warm water, it helps you to digest whatever meal you have taken. And some researchers will say that before you eat, you take warm water or ordinary water like 30 minutes before meal or 30 minutes and 30 minutes after meal. So this will help the body to take in whatever nutrient they have in the system so that the body will utilize what you already have given. Because when you take water, you put 1 spoon of food or rice, take water to push it down, kind of neutralizing the concentration of whatever you have, the nutrient you have. So it's good to allow the body to absorb all the nutrients. Then after like 30 minutes or 1 hour, you can take water. And I tell you, when you drink water, after giving some time, like 30 minutes or 1 hour after eating, you feel that the body needed it at that time and you feel good. Cold water, taking cold water while you are taking food is not good. Especially when you're taking, the food you're taking is oily food. It's just like maybe you have oil, palm oil, and you pour cold water on it, you know what happens? It will congeal, and that's what happens. So in the system, when you are taking food that has oil inside, and you're taking cold water, you are congealing it, and then it can also block the passage, the absorption of that food in your system. And that can lead to one complication in your system. Your food may not be digested well, and all that. So taking water and taking food, cold water or cold drink at the same time when you're eating food, especially food that contains oil, is not the best. So it's better when you take warm water and you're taking the food that contains oil, there's no kind of obstruction in absorption of that nutrient into the body. Actually, cold water can also cause that because some of the bacterial infection we have, like upper respiratory tract infection, most of them thrive well in cold temperature, So that's why even this COVID-19, that's why when it came newly, cold temperate regions suffer it more than tropical regions because of the cold environment, So when you take constantly, you're taking cold water, you can give room for them to continue to multiply, and then it can cause upper respiratory tract infection. In that case, you come down with the infection. So cold water really is not advisable. And sometimes you can shock the system with cold water, like you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're pouring cold water, you shock the system, So you have to use warm water because already the body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, even 35 degrees Celsius to 37 is still very okay. But yeah, you're bringing cold water at that same time, you shock the system, it will take time to come back again, before it can now process itself well. And it's also good not to take real hot water. Some statistics, they say, researchers said that when you're taking even beverage, it's good not to take it very hot because you can burn the system too. You can burn the mouth, So you take like something of temperature of between 51 degrees Celsius to maybe 74 degrees Celsius, just warm enough to allow your system to be, functional well. Yes, some people are trying to even associate it with kind of killing cancer cells, that warm water helps, Recently, I've even started kind of doing that. And it really, generally, keeps your body good. Like respiratory tract infection may not be there, because if it's there, or like mucus that can gather into the upper respiratory tract will not be there. Warm water will dissolve it and it will be flushed out, So that can help to prevent that. And some say that some cancer cells can also be, help to be flushed out with warm water intake if you make it a consistent practice, And one thing we practice is say practice makes perfection. And the initial time may be difficult, but when you make it a consistent practice, you'll be used to that. So you'll live a better, healthy life. Hot water intake, as they say, can steam the body, Yes, it can make you sweat. And when you're sweating, you are burning some fat. In that case, you can also achieve that if really the person is trying to achieve weight loss. So when you take hot water in your system, it can steam up, activate the system, you sweat. And the process of sweating, you're burning excess fat. Then you can maintain a good body weight. Yeah, cold water intake, really, what you can say is that, the blood itself is already warm, and you're getting cold water to introduce it. It's like countering whatever the physiological system is being altered. That's why I say some cells can be shocked, so it will take time to rejuvenate and come back again. So, and then the environment itself can also give the room for other microorganisms to thrive, like bacteria. It can thrive, like if it's mucus that have gathered in your system and you're bringing cold water and taking it, it can continue to multiply, and before you know it, you come down with catarrh or even cough. It can lead to cough. So really, cold water inside the system is not the best. Allow it, even if you can't be warm water, let it be room temperature water. That's the normal water, room temperature, which is like 25 degrees Celsius, before you take it. Hot water intake is very good. It can dissolve the mucus. And some people even encourage that when you're even sipping your beverage, inhale that. Or some people, that's why some infection the upper respiratory tract infection like catarrh can be dealt with just steam. The practice of that steam, you put some hot water, cover yourself for like 5 to 10 minutes, inhaling the steam. It can dissolve whatever mucus that have been, blocked, that have gathered in your nose, nasal area to block your normal breathing. And after that, you notice that you can breathe freely. So hot water is very vital, for our healthy living. So, dear viewers, I want to encourage us to adhere to taking warm water more than taking cold water, because when you take warm water, it helps to prepare your body. It helps to build up even your body system in such a way that any possible infection that would have occurred can be dissolved. Like you have any potential upper respiratory tract infection, hot water can help to dissolve it, and then you'll be healthy, So, but if it's cold water and you're constantly pushing cold water in your system, it can help to trigger such multiplication of the could be viral infection or bacterial infection. So it's always advisable to maintain warm water intake all the time. Thank you.
Welcome back. You are watching 1,000 Ways to Stay Healthy and Live Longer, aka your COVID-19 personal preventive measure, a program where we give you home tips on how to stay healthy so you can live longer. Now, let's take your opinion on health benefits of drinking warm water, especially first thing in the morning.
In the need of drinking warm water is it helps to detoxify your body, and it also make you lose stomach for those that have balls stomach.
So when I wake up in the morning, I go to my dispenser, I take warm water. That makes you, it keeps you hydrated, keeps you good, makes you cool. Because it's good to your kidney. Doctors will say, take water, a lot of intake of water to keep your soul, your body, your kidney, your livers, everything intact and pumping well. So at that point in time, you need warm water, mostly to avoid some things, and also most especially your organs need that to make you fit. Everything boils down to keeping fit and keeping on.
It's very good for the body, and taking warm water very early hours in the morning, and if possibly before your bedtime. It's very good for the body. We were told that drinking a lot of cold water all the time, it's not so healthy for us, especially during this period of COVID-19. The enlightenment of drinking warm water became more known to us. So warm water is good, and something that we should always drink, especially very early hours in the morning.
Drinking warm water, especially early in the morning, helps to relax the nerves. It helps to calm the nervous system. It helps to regulate the blood pressure. And so many other benefits. And of course, you know that drinking water in general helps the kidney to function very well.
Yes, it helps a lot. Yeah, coming to drinking warm water, because actually sometimes you see some people have chest problems, with cough, cold, and with this, especially those that sing, they don't take cold water. So it actually helps their voices to project the voice. Though me, I don't have a good voice anyway. But those that drink warm water, it helps the voice when they have to do with what do they call it? Sound vocal or something like that.
Wow, so interesting and so amazing. Now that we have educated and enlightened you on health benefits of drinking warm water, we believe that you will make it a daily part of your routine. And when you do this, no sickness will stay either in your lungs or in your system. Remember to stay safe. Wash your hands regularly and thoroughly with soap and water. Keep your hands sanitized with alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid crowded places. If you must go out to public places, please wear your mask. A lot of you do not like wearing the mask. If not for your sake, wear it for love. Wear it for the sake of your loved ones, not to spread it. Keep maintaining the physical and social distancing as directed by NCDC, WHO, and the federal government. Remember, you can change the narratives. Stay positive despite negative narratives. You can also watch us live on YouTube and follow us on our social media handles as displayed on the screen. There you have it. Thank you for having me on today's episode. I am Nelly Joseph, and I'll see you soonest.